Hey guys, it's me, Brandeline Johnson. I'm here with another informational video. And this one is about the signs that you know that spirit is trying to communicate with you. And when I mean spirit in this particular video, I mean past loved ones, ghosts, spirits of the deceased. It's very interesting. So if you haven't met me yet, my name is Brandeline Johnson, and I'm a spiritual life and business coach, a psychic medium. I'm an author and educator. And before I go into this, if you guys haven't taken the quiz and you're curious if you're a medium or what other aspects of your intuition are already the strongest, as in seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing, empathy, or mediumship, check out the link in the comment section and go take the free quiz to find out, and then let me know what it says. It's super fun and it's free. So also, if you guys aren't already in our group on Facebook, it's Craving Consciousness Community. It's where I love to do free trainings on Tuesdays and Thursdays to help you awaken to your spiritual gifts, which is my passion and my calling and my signature program, Awaken. I'll probably drop the link for that in the video to take a look at that. Ever since I went through my spiritual awakening, I felt called to help everybody else. So some of the signs that spirit is trying to communicate with you. I just had a message from one of my students taking the awakening program, and she is like, holy crap, I didn't realize I was a medium, but all this stuff is starting to happen. And I'm like, yay, I'm so excited. I get so excited when somebody discovers their mediumship. And so what was happening with her in particular is she's like, I was having a meditation, and then all of a sudden I could sense that there was somebody else there. And when I looked or asked who's there, she's like, all of a sudden I could see this man, and he's like tapping his fingers going, finally somebody could hear me. And so that is one sign that spirit is trying to communicate with you. If you feel a presence during this quiet moment, either during meditation, or if you're in a car or an elevator, or you're doing something like washing your hair in the shower, something that's mindless, that's when they love to sneak in. And so that's what this guy did. Another thing that had happened to me in the past, or another sign that spirit is trying to communicate with you, is if you keep thinking of a particular person just randomly out of nowhere for a day or two, or maybe three. This is a sign that that spirit is trying to communicate with you, and they're just popping in your head. In my case, it was like we were at the golf course, and I was just admiring this tree, and all of a sudden I saw my childhood friend's face and felt his essence in my stomach, and I was like, that's strange. Like, it's been like 30 years, right? And then a couple days later, I was taking a shower and just whatever, taking a shower, and bam, there he was again. And it was like a third occurrence, and I was like, oh duh. he's in spirit, and he's trying to get my attention. And that's when I was able to take his message and deliver the mail to his living loved ones. So that's two signs that spirit is trying to communicate with you. Another one that a lot of you guys probably experience, especially, if you're a medium and you don't know it, that's the biggest reason why I love to make these videos, is because so many of you guys are mediums and you don't know it, and that's why spirit is coming to you to communicate with you. And this sign is something that a lot of people have, and that is like seeing faces in when you close your eyes at night, or when you're washing your hair. It's just seeing all these faces come flying at you, and you don't know who these people are. Maybe they slow down a little and you could actually see their body, or the outline of their hairdo. This is a perfect sign that these people are coming to you to try to get your attention, to take their message. Another one that happens a lot with myself, I'm clairvoyant, psychic seeing, is when I'm just having a communication with someone, and they're sitting right across from me, and we're just chatting. Is all of a sudden in my imagination, or in your imagination if this is you all of a sudden feel like you see someone that belongs to them. Like maybe you feel like they're standing behind them, but you don't physically see an actual body, but you'll get like a flash of someone's face. And it kind of relates to what that person looks like, right? Because we always look a little bit like our parents, or our grandparents, or our sister or cousin. And you'll get like this image coming through, And that is their loved one saying, hey, I'm right here, I'm right behind her, I'm over to the side. And that is that spirit letting you know that they're there in order for you to receive information for them to give to their living person. Another one that I get all the time, from those of you that are clairaudient, right, the psychic hearers, is when you go into public places and you hear your name being called and no one's there. It's a perfect example that strange spirits, don't talk to strangers, are trying to communicate with you in the grocery store so that you could give their loved ones a message that's standing in the same aisle with you, perhaps. And then, of course, here's a big one, you guys. I work with lots of people that are going through their awakening, and one of my clients right now was starting to wake up with a sudden onset of anxiety or depression just within the last few days, and it's happening all the time. This, a lot of times, means you have your mediumship light on and you have like a whole posse of past loved ones that are kind of following you. And when you're highly sensitive and when you're developing into your intuition, you're able to pick up on the emotions of the people that are around you without being told. And that, my friends, when you're a medium, includes invisible dead people. You're able to pick up on their emotions without being told, and that actually creates a physical response in your body. And if you're not developed, a lot of times you feel like it's you feel like you're depressed or you're anxious. And then another sign is if you're going into a public place and you physically feel this whoosh of energy come right at you as soon as you get into a large public place, or physically have this panic attack hit you right when you go into a public place, that, my friends, is another sign that spirit is trying to communicate with you. So for a recap, you keep thinking of them for days, and maybe you see their head pop in in your mind. You see faces when you're in the shower or when you're going to sleep behind your closed eyes. You can imagine a person standing behind another person, but they're not really there. You hear your name being called, but no one's there. You feel that whoosh of anxiety or energy when you get inside a large public place. You feel that presence. You feel like there's a presence somewhere when you're in small places, or when you're in a silent moment like meditation, or in a car just daydreaming. And then obviously suddenly waking up with anxiety and depression for no reason over a little bit of a period of time. That just usually means you have lots of spirits hanging around. So if you want more information about this, check out my website, brendaline.com. If you're ready to develop this beautiful gift, check out the Awaken program, and make sure to join us in the Craving Consciousness community on Facebook. We'll see you there.